to come out and take some photos. I didn't want to initially. I wasn't feeling like it, but now that I'm here, I'm glad I did. I have an app on my phone called Sky Candy, and I looked up the forecast for the sunset, and it looked decent. So I decided to come out and see, what I could get. Try to clear my mind a little bit. One thing I've been thinking about a lot is apologies and what it means to really apologize to someone. I feel like some people, when they apologize, I kind of feel like if you say sorry, but all you're really doing is saying sorry, you're not actually taking accountability for what you did, or validating the person's right to be hurt by what you did, you're not really apologizing. If you're genuinely sorry for what you did, or if you're genuinely sorry for how you affected the other person, there are a couple of ingredients to express that. Number one, listen. Listen to what the person said, listen to how they feel, listen to what their experience was, because their experience isn't a lie, it's what they've experienced, so listen to them. If you're genuinely interested in reconciling, listen to them. By the way, I'm capturing a time lapse of this amazing, beautiful sunset using my phone. And I'm using this bag and these weight plates as a tripod. I forgot to bring my actual tripod with me, but I happen to have these weight plates in my car. Don't ask me why. Whatever. I'm a fitness instructor. What do you want? But yeah. So, I think the second thing that you need for an apology is to acknowledge what you did, acknowledge what you did, whether you think that you were wrong or not. I'm pretty sure, unless you're a malicious person, I'm pretty sure that you didn't mean to hurt the other person's feelings. I'm pretty sure you didn't mean to offend them. And an apology doesn't mean that you meant to do those things. And it's not like you're only supposed to say sorry if you did it on purpose. You're supposed to say sorry if you made a mistake too. That's what apologies are for. So acknowledge what you did, do some self-reflection, do some introspecting, and just acknowledge what you did. Acknowledge that you're not perfect. Because of that one fact, you might have done something wrong. And it's okay to be genuinely sorry that you hurt the person. It's okay, whether you think that you were wrong or not, at the end of the day, it's okay to be sorry that you hurt the person's feelings, or that you upset them, or, whatever. It's okay. So before I get to the last thing that I want to mention about apologies, I want to include some honorable mentions, things that you should not do during an apology. One thing that you should not do is become defensive, because if you're going to just defend your actions and defend why what you did was acceptable or right or okay or whatever you feel it was, then why are you apologizing in the first place? I don't understand why people do that. Don't become defensive. The whole purpose of an apology is to reconcile. And the only way you can do that when you're apologizing is by being humble. You need humility in order to apologize correctly, because that humility is going to shut down that defensive mode that we all tend to go in. And if you humble yourself enough to know that you can be wrong in this situation or any situation really, then you won't become defensive. There's no reason to. So yeah, don't become defensive. Be humble and don't be defensive. And another thing you should not do is listen to them with the intent of formulating your response rather than listening to the person with the intent of understanding how they feel. Because if you're just trying to, if you're just listening to the person and the whole time you're formulating a response in your head, then you're not really listening to them. You're not. You can't really listen to them and listen to yourself at the same time. You can't do it. It doesn't work that way. And while you're listening, by the way, repeat back what you heard so that, number one, they know that you're listening, and number two, you know that you're listening. Because if you can't repeat back what you heard them say, you weren't listening, and they're going to know that. So repeat back what you heard. It proves to both you and the other person that you were listening. You can't apologize without listening. Alright, so here's the last thing. The last thing should be obvious, but a lot of people don't do this well. The last thing is to say, I'm sorry, and mean it. Make sure you mean it. That meaning it part is really important, because here's the thing. Even if at the end of it all, you don't think that what you did or what you said or whatever was wrong, you can still be sorry that you hurt the person. You can still be sorry that you angered the person. You can still be sorry that you broke your relationship with the person, your friendship, whatever it is. You can still be sorry for hurting your bond with that person. So even if you don't think you're wrong, even if you think that you were right and you were well within your rights to do or to say what you did or said, you can at least be sorry for the negative impact that you had on that person, at the very least. Because like I said, nobody's perfect. You're not perfect. They're not perfect. Be sorry and mean it. And if you and you can also, if what you did was wrong, again, be sorry. Be sorry and mean it. A lot of people really, really are not good at apologizing. A lot of people suck at this for some reason. So I just decided to try to break it down. I used to suck at apologizing. Trust me. I used to be really horrible at it. Sometimes I still mess up. But yeah, I just wanted to break it down. So yeah. Thanks for watching.